tired of feeling drained, overwhelmed, or like you're somehow living life on autopilot? Now, you might blame stress, your age, or just the chaos of daily life. But what if the real culprit is something far sneakier? What if you've been outsourcing your power, handing over pieces of your energy, your confidence, and your choices without even noticing it? See, that invisible leak of power could be why you feel stuck or not quite yourself anymore. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get going. And here's the thing, we rarely lose our power in one big dramatic way. It's usually the tiny, almost invisible leaks that add up over time. Think about it. You start your day with a scroll through social media and suddenly, instead of feeling centered, you're comparing your life to strangers online, a sneaky leak of power. Or you agree to help with something you don't have the time or energy for because no feels too uncomfortable. Yep, another leak. Or maybe you hold back from saying what you really think because you don't want to rock the boat. Leak, leak, leak. See, these little moments may seem harmless, but when they pile up, you end up exhausted, resentful, and disconnected from yourself. Now, can you think of one small way you've been giving away your power lately? Maybe to your phone, to other people's expectations, or even to your own inner critic. Share it in the comments because naming it is the first step to reclaiming it. Now let's get real about the cost, because outsourcing your power is not free, my friends. See, when you live by someone else's rules, you doubt yourself, because every time you ignore your inner voice, you reinforce the idea that other people know better. Or you miss opportunities, that class you didn't sign up for, the boundaries you didn't set, the dream you pushed aside because it wasn't practical, and you erode your confidence because each time you shrink to fit in, your brain quietly whispers, maybe you can't be trusted. See, sadly, it's like you're slowly dimming your own light. You think you're keeping the peace, but really you're silencing yourself. And let's be honest, midlife is not the time for shrinking. This is the time for expansion. This is when you get to say, enough. I'm not outsourcing my happiness, my voice, or my choices anymore. So where do you even begin? Well, you can start by finding your power hotspots, the places where you leak the most energy. So ask yourself, where do I feel most resentful? You know, resentment is usually a clue you said yes when you meant no. Who in my life makes me second guess myself most often? And what habits leave me feeling empty rather than fulfilled? And here's an exercise I like to call the power leak audit. Take a notebook and write down 3 areas of your life: work, relationships, personal habits. And under each one, ask yourself, where am I giving away my power here? For example, in work, maybe you always take on more than your fair share. In relationships, maybe you avoid conflict at all costs. And in personal habits, maybe you spend hours numbing out with TV, scrolling on your phone, or drinking wine instead of doing something nourishing. But once you see the leaks, then you can start plugging them. Now, let's go deeper into values, because this is key. See, values are your internal compass because they tell you what really matters to you. But here's the catch: when you don't know your values or you don't live by them, you almost automatically start outsourcing your power to someone else's. So here's an example. Let's say one of your core values is freedom, but you've been living your life saying yes to everyone else's demands. No wonder you feel drained. you're living out of alignment. Or maybe your core value is growth, but you stayed in the same routines, the same patterns, the same circles for years. Again, you're outsourcing your power because you're ignoring your own need for expansion. And here's another exercise that can help: the core values list. Take 5 minutes and write down 10 things that matter deeply to you. Don't overthink, just list them. Now circle the top 3 to 5. These are non-negotiable. And once you know your values, ask yourself daily, does this decision honor my values, or does it pull me away from them? See, this one shift alone can change everything. It's like suddenly having a map when you've been wandering lost. Now imagine the ripple effect of taking back your power. You say no without guilt because your yes is saved for what matters. You stop chasing validation because you know your worth is already intact, and you feel more at peace because your choices finally match your values. And the beautiful thing, when you reclaim your power, you don't just shift your own life, you become a mirror for others, your kids, your friends, even your partner, because they see you standing tall and they start asking themselves where they've been outsourcing their own power. Now, something you can do on a daily basis is called future self visualization. All you have to do is close your eyes for 1 minute and imagine yourself 6 months from now living fully in your power. How do you walk into a room? How do you handle conflict? How are you feeling? And let that vision guide the steps you take today. So let me ask you, what's one area of your life where you most want to take your power back? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to see where this resonates with you. And if this video helped you, please hit that like button, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe so you don't miss any future conversations, because we're building a community here of women rewriting what midlife looks like, confident, intentional, unapologetic, and I'd love for you to be part of it. Oh, and if you're ready to go deeper, I'd love to invite you to book my 1-hour midlife reset session. It's a powerful space to uncover where you've been outsourcing your values and design a next chapter that actually feels like yours. So I'll leave the links below. Remember, your power isn't gone. It's just been waiting for you to take it back. Hey, thanks for watching. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next video.